Taylor, Tay. Hi. If you had to chop off your own body part, eat it, shit it, eat it again, which part would you choose? I'm gonna edit that question for my own comfort and say that I don't have to eat the shit. And so I'm just gonna say that, like, I assume by body part you're not saying like just like a flap of skin or like a chunk of like flesh or something. You want like a bone, like something substantive. So I'm gonna say, just to make it really just messed up, I'm gonna chop off both of my lips, and then you're gonna watch me eat both of my lips. And like, have you ever seen a human face without lips? It's scary as shit, man. Look at yourself in the mirror right now. Nobody's looking. Don't worry about it. You're not looking goofy. Nobody's looking at you. Just do it. Stop thinking. Just do it. All right, I'm doing it right now. See, look how weird that looks. It looks like you're just a skeleton face with flesh around. I don't know. It's not a good look. So I don't know if you're going for the disturbing to tastefulness ratio. I think that's a really good thing, because I wouldn't imagine that many parts of my body would taste better than my lips. I mean, they're pretty succulent, you know, they're pretty soft, but they'd fry up nice, a little saute, you know. God, that was really messed up. Alright, so would you rather lose sight or hearing? I would much rather lose my hearing. They'd both be so terrible, but I'd rather see than hear. Honestly, like I would. I could still play video games. I could still drive. Maybe. Can you drive if you're deaf? Like, don't you have to have a special license? I don't know. But it just seems like the world is so much more open to you if you're able to see, because at least then you can still make your way around the world and not have to be hand led by someone. And I don't know. That's just me though. Let's see. Some good questions here, guys. Well done. Dove or Suave? Is that my shampoo choice? I'm going to say Old Spice, because I am a sucker for their marketing campaign. Cake or pie? Cake, absolutely. Not even a question. If anybody says pie, you're wrong. Not a question. Sorry about that. If you've lived your whole life wrong, you know, it's not your fault necessarily, but you can change now. I've just enlightened you. Taylor, who do you support in the 2012 election? Really, for this election, it's pretty much the lesser of 10 evils, or however many GOP candidates there are, and I am not going to vote for Obama, because, I mean, last time I didn't vote for Obama. I didn't vote for anyone last time because I wasn't old enough to vote by a couple days or weeks or something, but I'm not going to vote for Obama because I don't think that he's done anything worthwhile in his presidency, and the small things that he has done are vastly outweighed by the fact that he supports the National Defense Authorization Act and a lot of other shit like that, and completely fell through on almost every promise that he made. And so really, and then when you look at the Republicans, you're like, oh my god, what is this? Is this a special ed class? Like, are we hosting a special ed class for the entire world to watch? Like, are these a bunch, like, it seems to me like when you watch the Republican debates, it's almost like you took all of the Republicans and or all of the Republican candidates. Like, clearly, let me make this clear that I have a lot of friends who are Republicans, and that's fine. And I do not think that these candidates represent you guys at all. I am not retarded. I know that these are stupid people, and that even the Republicans do not want to be represented by these people, so please know that. But it seems like these people are just so mind-numbingly ignorant. It's like you just put Michelle Bachmann in a cage by herself with no access to any outside information since she was 5 years old, and had only been taught religion and like how to eat and feed herself. That's the same thing. And then like you release her and then immediately give her a presidential candidate nominee, and that's exactly like, these are the things that a person would say had they been in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are the dumbest people I have ever had the displeasure of listening to and having to feign respect for them, I suppose. I don't know. That's my answer to that question. I don't really support anyone. I guess Ron Paul's the best Republican, but he still does a lot of weird stuff that I'm not 100% behind, so I really don't know. I'm an undecided voter, you know? All right. Are you down for cow? I hope the cow's down for me, you know? You know what I'm saying? No, I don't even know what that was supposed to mean. You guys can pick your own meaning for that. What is your greatest fear, and what do you think the worst way to die would be? Let me think. God, these kind of questions are difficult, because I want to think of them quickly, but at the same time, I want to make sure that I'm thinking something really thorough and good. I would say that my greatest fear is loneliness. I'd say that I hate being, it's not so much that I hate being alone. I actually like being alone. I need my alone time. I like that. But one thing that I'm afraid of being alone forever. Like, the idea of being on an island with no other human contact is terrifying to me. Or the idea of, like, growing old and never finding, like, or not even getting married or something like that, but like growing old without friends or something like that, where you just don't have human contact. I think that's my greatest fear, just being sequestered away, which that's been my $10 word recently. I really like the way it rolls off the tongue. Sequestered. It almost sounds dirty, like it's like someone just sequestered the shit out of that guy. Like, you know, I don't know. Maybe sequestered the shit out of that girl. That sounds more like an innuendo thing. I don't know. Maybe it already is in the porn biz. Maybe I can start something. You guys can help me. Start typing it in, and all those red tube search engines start getting it to pop up. They'll be curious. They won't know what it means. They'll have to make a title for something. You know. Let's start a revolution together. But and what do you think the worst way to die would be? Probably. And having your arms cut off and your legs cut off and then like thrown into like, no, wait, redo. All right, so you're in this machine, right? And there's a dog and there's you, and somehow through wizardry or magic, or I don't know why I would go to wizardry or magic if there's a machine. If I have a machine, we might as well have some sort of scientific explanation. So let's assume that you can transfer the mind of a dog into a human and the human into a dog. And the worst way to die is they'd put your mind in that dog and then just make you live out your life until the dog died. So you'd just be stuck there. Your mind, with all the power of a human mind, would just be stuck in the body of a dog, never communicating, never really having an ability to like talk to anyone or communicate these ideas, and you just go batshit insane in your own head. And you probably just end up biting a police officer or something and getting put to sleep. You know, that's what I would do. Try and end it. You know. Well, that certainly made sense. If you're deaf and mute from birth, what do you hear when you think? I don't hear anything when I think because I'm not an insane person, but I would think that they would hear in the same... No, wait, I don't even understand what you're asking. I have no idea. Super Seismic Chicken. Good name, though. Would you... No bestiality questions, please. That is horrible. If you get 10K to spend in one day, what would you do? I would probably go out and buy... What would I even do with $10,000? See, because I'm not the kind of person that wants to go out and spend $10,000 in one day. Like, I would much rather save it, and I'm sure most people would, but, I mean, I don't know. What would I even buy? I'd go buy, like, a sweet-ass rocket or gun on the black market. I watched that show, American Guns, and that guy just went into, like, a hangar with a guy with a helicopter and sold him, like, an assault rifle. Just no big deal. Like, that's so sketchy. I would go buy one of those. I'd go buy a gun because, you know, I kind of want a gun. You know, all those PKA episodes of them talking about guns, I got to get on that, you know? Got to get a gun. I suggest all of you do, too, even if you're not old enough. Go steal one. That is my advice to you. So that's totally serious, by the way. If you were to live in any other time period other than the modern period, what would it be? I am fortunate in this kind of question in that I am a white male, so I can pretty much go wherever the hell I want. Louis C.K. did a joke about that. I'm pretty sure it was him saying that, like, black people can't mess with time machines, and, like, because if they go back too far, it's like, bullshit, discrimination out the ass. But white people, man, I could go anywhere. I think that I would want to go back to, like, the times when people were doing, like, supposed miracles on the streets, like, in ancient times, and then just, like, show them my iPhone, because, like, even the miracles back in those days, like, weren't that impressive. Like, they weren't that impressive. Like, the miracles that they described, like, if you showed them just a normal phone call, those people would have shit their pants in, like, the year 300 BC, or BCE, whatever the proper way is now, but if you just showed them how to make a phone call or a touch screen, they would poop. They would just poop all over themselves and probably die, you know? There's no way they could handle that. And they're like, it's just funny to me that, like, the miracles back in that day are so much less impressive than what we can do now. I don't know. That's interesting to me. Is it interesting to you?